Alright, guys, this is episode 3. I may or may not have cut out a clip where I spent an hour resting and then tried to fight a deer and died. That did not happen. So, I'm going to take it serious this time. We're going to go to the coast, we're going to scavenge, we're going to forage. We are not going to get into an early fight and die. That's the goal. This one, we're going to actually gain some mass. All right. You can see now in the top right, I've developed a mini map. If you look closely, you'll probably be able to see my location whenever I hit the asset location button. This is open in another screen now, so I've got that rendering for us. So I think the plan is to identify where we're at, wait, grow, and then hopefully move into the jungle. If we can do our Prime Rex sanctuary requirement early on, that would be good, because we don't want to hit like 200-300 kilos and then try and do it for several reasons. One is the movement speed starts to slow down the bigger we get, and just the time investment. There's too much risk. So we're nearly like 3 hours into our playtime here, with essentially 3 unsuccessful attempts where my baby Rex has been slaughtered before this one that we're about to go through together now. So as you can see, this one starts off very much the same. I'm just going to rest. I'm going to wait. I'm going to locate sort of where I want to be on the map, and then I'm going to make my way there. And I found the primary mutation that I enjoy taking the most early on as a Rex is probably the water regeneration. Um, yeah, hematophagy, hematophagy. Um, I think as a Rex, you're always going to be eating due to your size. In saying that, um, I think you're essentially always going to be eating. So you're going to gain some benefit to the water. There's probably a quicker reduction in food requirements than there is water requirements. And water's just this thing that, like, I feel like you could mutate into that later, reduce the water loss, and you'd essentially like add in, say, maybe an entombment in Prime, add back some water from rain, and you might not even ever need to go to a pond to drink as a Rex. But primarily, I like the water retention, and then second to that, I was thinking a lot of people I've seen make videos and they get the food reduction, and you're probably sitting there thinking, why would you not select the food reduction? That doesn't make sense, like your dietary reduction. Um, I just think early on, if you look at the growth rate, it's 30%. He's got a full stomach, and for the first like maybe 4 hours, like yeah, 4 hours or something of gameplay, uh, you're not typically too worried about food. It's going to deplete. I'm more worried that the dietary bar would go to zero, that the ABY, the A would reduce to zero. That worries me more than going hungry. Um, I don't feel like the digestion is an issue at first. The initial Rex, the baby Rex, the satiation is like very full for a long time, and then as he gets bigger and bigger, then that sort of shifts, and you need to constantly eat. And by the time you're like 7 or 8 tons, you need to just that's all you do is eat. But at this stage, yeah, gain some water back when you do need to eat. Just survive, grow, and you want to eat often to grow, to increase your growth rate. So I'm just navigating for a while here, trying to kind of find my way around the map where I want to go, uh, and then I think I'll casually sort of run into a couple of. I'm not quite sure if they're AI or players, but there's a little conflict that ensues. But at this stage, we're just kind of moving around the map. You can see the ping's quite high on the Australian server. The official servers specifically seem to have these issues where you get pretty dramatic rubber banding. But I do like the growth rate. It makes it challenging, and the challenge is also what makes it enjoyable. So I really like this area of the map. I feel like it's kind of secluded. I'd love to get a Dinosuchus in here. It feels like there's a lot of activity from land dinosaurs. It's like a central place to come and eat and drink. Um, and I was just going to say, I really love this sort of baby skin on the Rex. I think it just blends in so well. So I'm always kind of a little bit paranoid about drinking. So I'm trying to just, at any opportunity that I think it might be clear, I'm going to drink up as much as I can and then just bail out. I'm probably going to never try to swim through the water, as that kind of opens us up to a whole bunch of attacks. And we're always kind of remaining vigilant to and from, just to make sure we're not getting picked off as these super common ambush spots. So at this point, I think we're spot on about bang 3 hours into our journey of trying to become a Prime Rex, and we've stumbled upon this innocent young herbivore, I assume, because he doesn't seem to want to fight back. Um, Forgive me, this takes quite a while, but I run this guy down eventually. It's not pretty. I think he ends up stuck in a tree at some point, and I just peck at him until he dies. I don't feel like this was a player based on the way it's acting, but I haven't also ran into that many AI dinosaurs either. So I have no idea what I'm witnessing here, to be honest. He just jukes me like 100 times over. Maybe he was expecting me to run out of stamina. I don't really know. Every time I chase after him, I try to bite. He jumps the other way. I have like 170 ping. He's zooming around. By the time I click to bite, he's somewhere else. Uh, it's it's not easy. It's a long chase. Yeah, it takes a moment. It's not the thrilling T-Rex chase you thought you would see. I do get a couple of bites on him, and I think to myself, is he still even bleeding? I don't know if he's just toying with me. Um, Maybe he was. Maybe that was just. I'm not sure if he's. I don't know if the AI moves like this. Is this normal? I mean, we're all kind of coming to a conclusion here. Is he wraps into this tree, just kind of stops. He doesn't seem to want to run. So, unless it's the player giving up, I doubt that. It doesn't look like it. I have no idea. It's kind of janky, but I needed the food. If I want to get prime, I need the dietary requirements. And if it's got organs, um, what I kind of learnt throughout this playthrough was essentially what you do is you tap E like 3 times on the corpse and it'll shred it. And you just shred it until the organs fall out. And then if you consume the organs individually, one at a time, you'll get the A, Y, and B dietary requirements that will give you a perfect diet. And the prime requirement isn't to have a perfect diet the whole time, it's just to achieve a perfect diet at one point throughout the playthrough. So to achieve the prime requirement, you probably just have to essentially kill one herbivore of some variety, or a player, or an AI. When you're big enough, shred it, eat the organs, and that will achieve the requirement. So you can see sometimes the eating's quite janky here, and I think I end up having to like really rotate to a really uncomfortable position just to kind of shred this corpse. But I eventually kind of get it figured out. And I'm not, yeah, I think I do actually shred this one. Yeah, so I think now we're going to try and finish this guy off and start ripping those organs out. I think in the future too, I'll probably do live commentary on this. I just had to get it set up correctly. So it's narration for now. But I just did this yesterday, so it's all very fresh. Yeah, this was like a real pain. As you can see, I'm starting to rip out. I think that was flesh again still. So I hadn't shredded it properly. Now I'm trying to. There. I think the organs just came out. Yeah, that looks like a liver. There we go. And I'm quite full, and that's what I was saying before. The digestion system for a small Rex is like super slow. And this is where I was talking about that water recovery coming in. Is I need to eat more than I need the water right now, but the eating is slow. Um, so we're kind of just waiting this out. But I am a little nervous because anytime you kill something in the aisle, you need to be wary of things that are coming for the corpse. We're not too far from what was a water source. There'd likely be some other players nearby, and yeah, these tend to show up on the map pretty quickly as food sources, and you can smell from further and further away. So, I kind of just want to consume these organs, get the perfect dietary requirements, and then move along. So, what we're 55 kilos here. We've just marked our location on the map. We're kind of still, around the center of the map, right? I think my plan was to navigate through a sanctuary to the east. Probably the sanctuary. Okay, eating those intestines, nice. And then move through 2 migration zones. And that should essentially be everything we need to become prime. So I'm just going to try and finish off these organs. But I thought the migration west is too dangerous. South takes me through the swamp, and I'm not doing that. And yeah, east is kind of like my quickest path to a coastal area. I feel like the north is just too barren. I don't think there's enough food up there for a little Rex to survive, because I can't really hunt for myself yet. This one was kind of, I guess, what we'd call like a lucky experience. So yeah, I'm just trying to consume the organs, get the perfect diet, and I'm kind of looking around just in case people show up. Baby Rex is not combat ready. Oh, hello. Lots of little dinosaurs. Probably do not want to mess with them. I have seen the Jurassic Park movie. And I do not want to be like that little girl. Get me out of here. So yeah, migrate away now and hopefully head back down towards the coast.